Hello Libra, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chandra Lynn. I'm going to be doing a general reading for you this December moon cycle. I didn't get, it was like the universe just wouldn't let me do it right before the new moon, but now it's kind of pushing me to go ahead and get them out. Remember, this is a general reading, so take it how it resonates with you in your life and your situations and your experiences, and leave what doesn't resonate. Okay, so what I'm getting a lot of guidance for you, Libra, right now, because you seem to be in a state of shifting. I want to say not just with like the thought patterns, but also maybe you're shifting your actions. It's like a shedding. All I'm picking up, it's like unwrapping, like unwrapping to free. And right now it says that you are kind of starting this purification process, right? And I don't think I'm picking up that what it's really about is it's shifting these thoughts and these actions into something that is more like more appropriate for you. That's kind of okay. So it's kind of like you did something, like there was something that you did. There was something that you did. It took a lot of focus, and I'm not sure if this was like in a relationship, career, job wise, home wise, personal. It could be healing with health, but it was kind of like a gut instinct that was like, hey, this can change for the better. And then it was like how it could change was put in place. And there was a great deal of focus that went into it. And so what I'm being told is that you've got this new coming in, this promise coming in, right? You worked really hard to get it. And it's almost like now you're fixing to step into it. And So if you're wondering what, like, I get like this is also feeling like crazy thought patterns, kind of like a spinning or constant channel changing, or maybe like a wall with a bunch of different things going on it at once. I'm picking up that there's a lot of like um you can be thinking about something and then a whole another thought process pops up for something completely unrelated, and it's kind of like why, like, having a hard time staying focused. Like there's so much going on that you can't seem to focus. It's like there's so much that you are focusing on that you can't comprehend, and it seems like you're not in focus. I hope that resonates. Because this is, okay, so this is what I'm being shown is going on, right? You see all these beautiful, like, little lights, and they're kind of like heading out, right? So that's what this rain is about. This rain is basically like you're going to this place that you've been waiting to go, and you've been working your butt off to get there, and you're so excited to get there, and now it's kind of like, well, you can't go there like looking like a hot mess. You gotta go take a shower and whatnot, and kind of, get in a different state of mind, as where before it was a focus on changing it, and now the focus is shifting from wanting to achieve it to learning how to live with it now that you have achieved it. And it's like it has to be shifted, like something has to change and then balance out in order for it to be harmonious. And it is divine. It is divine. You got the ebb and flow. So right now it's like the current and the tides are very strong, and everything is swishing, swashing, right? Changing everything, taking away everything, re-energizing it, revamping it, and bringing it back in, depending on how it comes for you. And so it's supposed to be like just like breathe through this time. Like this is divinely guided, and it's kind of like you feel it. You instinctively know it, and it can kind of with everything seeming really out of focus and so much going on, it's really hard to stay balanced and grounded. So just, it's almost like don't hide from this purification process. The quicker you go, like the quicker it gets done, the quicker you arrive, And so this is a time of kind of like pay attention to the thought patterns that are coming up and allow them to go, but release them. Don't get hung up. Like don't grab onto something in this ocean thinking that it's actually going to help you when it's really anchored and you're not flowing. So it's going to batter your body, and it's going to drain. It'll just be draining. So it's kind of like allow everything to be, allow yourself to be right now, because it is kind of foggy. Like yeah, I think with the rain and everything, it's like there's this fog set in place to keep you from, it's like whatever this is that you have promised yourself, like you don't want to take a chance on like getting it dirty or something. Like I'm imagining, like, let's just say like a cloth to begin with, right? And like you've been really working your butt off for this cloth, or let's use a car, like the interior of a car, right? Like, oh, you busted your butt restoring this car. It's beautiful, and you're covered head to toe in grease now. And it's almost like you will instinctively go ahead and get in the car all greasy and everything without even thinking about it, because you put a lot of work into this. This is a passion. This is a love, you know. It's kind of like instinctual. Like you're just kind of like, you're going to go for it. You're going to instinctively recognize that it's yours, is what I'm trying to say. And that's why it seems like it's not very clear, like exactly what it is right beyond that fog. What is it? What is it? And that's the reason why they're not letting you see it. It's because, you know, you did all this work. You don't want to go jumping into that car all filthy, you know. So this purification, this rain part is just kind of like you just getting freshened up, cleaned up, you know. And if you hide, like if you try to hide from this process, you know, it just prolongs it, and it can actually be painful because, you know, thinking about taking a shower and you're trying to stay out of the, you know, you're all soapy and you could slip and fall and bust. That's, yeah. Sure hope that resonated. So then in the West we have fairies, we have earth magic. Now I know what this card usually says, but right now it's saying something like something completely different. This is kind of like it's on the opposite side of this rain, right? But we got your shape-shifting clouds in there. So all I'm hearing is that this purification process for you is bigger than what you thought. It's like all I'm envisioning was as you were in the process of restoring this car and focusing a lot on doing all this stuff, it was kind of like without even thinking about it, you gave back to the earth. So, you know, if you ate an apple and you threw it, you know, into the woods for the critters, you know, and now there's seeds that are starting to grow. And so it's kind of like it's earth magic, you know, like a little action of, and even, you know, like even if you had no intention of feeding the critters and you still threw that apple, it's still, it was giving in a sense to earth. And that's what I'm hearing is that you did more work, you like planted more seeds, and that this rain is initiating that growth. And I know it sounds like I get like this, I think that this is more representative like of the people in your life, those that are viewing you, those that are seeing you, like watching this change and watching this hard work. It's almost like creating their awareness of their own purpose, right? A purpose for their own journey, and their own path. I'm going to get 3 more cards for you, Libra. But yeah, that's what I get. Like you were, it's like you had a bigger influence than what you were even aware of. It's kind of like beneficial. Something that was good for the environment, you know, something that's healthy and healing and appropriate, and it works with the world. That's really what that's saying. So it's kind of like, congratulations, you did all this restoration work, but you were also eco-friendly, and it's almost like your actions have helped others become aware of stuff as well. Yeah, but right now you seem to be just in a time of like purification, because this new moon, and we just came out of the new moon, so you know it's starting to build up. It's starting to build up. And before you know it, that fog is going to be be lifted. Yeah. You're very, very protected right now. It's almost like a sense like take comfort in the rain and take comfort in the fog, in the aspect that it is actually kind of sheltering you in a sense. It's no one else wants to come out in that rain, and no one's really a lot, especially those that would come in to like distract you or, you know, alter your path a little bit. They're not really equipped or have the strength or the endurance to go walking through the fog in the rain. Not that they wouldn't if they couldn't, but so right now you got the separation card, and that is talking about currently. So maybe that is what you've been thinking about. Like there's something that you're feeling like that is just kind of holding you back. It's like you're feeling this pull, but like something is pulling you back. And what I understand, okay, so what I'm being told is like you're gonna like that pulling sensation, but this is happening. And I guess that's where it's like surrender and just allow it to go and allow it to happen. But this is talking about like whatever it is that I said, you know, don't hold on to it. It's anchored to the bottom and it's just going to keep you there and batter you up. That's kind of what this is talking about. And it's not saying like you have to cut it off. If you feel like that's the only way you can get it done, then, you know, by all means do exactly what you feel like you should need to do. But for the most part, I get is that if you let go, if you just release, even if it has a hold on you, it's almost like instantaneous. There, you were the strength, if that makes sense. You were the you are the indestructible chain here, you know. And so without you holding on, it's like tensile string and it's just going to snap. And you got the tree of life, so this is coming up, right? And it's really kind of amazing because it's like you're coming into a new growth, going through a new evolution, which makes perfect sense about like kind of cutting it, you know, because it's, you want to get rid of limbs that are unhealthy. You want to get rid of limbs that that are stunting the growth of your evolution. And that's what this is talking about. And it's kind of, it's scarier before it happens. And it's kind of like, you know, like taking off a band-aid in a sense. But you are going through this evolution. And this does indicate that you're going to go ahead and like it's going to be, you're going to be good. And I can't wait to find out what is going to be happening. I will talk to you Libras in a couple of weeks and we'll see where you've moved on from there.